Everyone. Welcome to your TAFE information session. Before I kick off, I'm just going to wait a couple of moments just to give some people a chance to jump on, and then we'll get started. Okay, well, welcome and good morning to your TAFE Certificate 2 in Community Services information presentation today. My name's Marcy. I'm one of the teachers here at TAFE. Also with me today, I have Kylie Crawford, who is one of our marketing representatives. And I also have Sonia Cook, who is also one of our TAFE teachers. So today's session is going to give you just a general overview of what you can expect in undertaking the Certificate 2 in Community Services. We will go through these sort of slides just bit by bit and unpacking it. Also, you do have the opportunity, if you have any questions, to please post them under the Q&A section of this event. Sonia's going to work through any questions that you have while I do the presentation. And then if you have any questions at the end, we can address them together then. Right, I think that's all the sort of housekeeping for this session. We will get started. So why community services? There are so many beautiful and diverse reasons to undertake a community services qualification, especially starting with a Cert 2. You can make a real difference in the lives of the people that you work with, the people that you may serve in the role of a community service employee. There's a variety of jobs and roles and opportunities on that career pathway. It's a growth area, both professionally and I can personally say from someone who's worked in the early childhood space, both personally as well. It is very much a great sector to build a career, and this Certificate 2 is a great launch pad into that career. You may have the opportunity to work for not-for-profit, government or private sectors. There is a vast range of opportunities within those different organisations. And as mentioned before, personal growth and ongoing learning. And in all my years, I'm constantly learning and evolving as a professional. There is a dynamic array of opportunities just from taking this one step forward in your learning and career through the Certificate 2 in Community Services. Some of the pathways are a Cert 3 in Community Services, so that would be the next step from this if you like, but you could also take another step into early childhood education and care or individual support, disability and ageing. Furthering on from those Certificate 3s, there is the opportunities to do a Certificate 4 in Community Services or a diploma. You can also have the opportunity to do specialised qualifications such as mental health, youth work, alcohol and drugs, and peer work. And further down that pathway is also a Bachelor of Social Work. So there's an array of opportunities from just taking this one step in a Certificate 2 in Community Services. So in regards to some of the course information, this is a Certificate 2 in Community Services that consists of 9 units of competency, 5 units of core and 4 elective units. Now, elective units, though it sounds like, oh, you get the chance to pick a unit, these are actually specifically chosen by the sector for incoming educators, workers, etc. So these have actually been chosen specifically for this qualification by the industry or sector. This qualification may be used as a pathway for workforce entry into community services, early childhood, individual support, like mentioned before, who provide a first point of contact in assisting individuals in meeting their immediate needs. At this level, work takes place under direct regular supervision with clear defined guidelines. So it's a really just that launch pad, that first stepping stone into a workforce, into a new workforce of your choosing. Here you'll see in front of you are the units that are involved in your Certificate 2 in Community Services. They have been clustered together as they interrelate and harmoniously work together and are delivered in these clusters. First, you'll see a health and safety cluster, which involves participate in work health and safety, manage personal stress in the workplace. And this is a really great starter cluster, because working in community services, early childhood education and care, in individual support, stress is a component which is really important to safeguard for yourself and the people that you work with. So this is a lovely way to start. Then we got participate in workplace tasks, which involve organising and complete daily work activities, because there's a vast array of fabulous work that you will do and daily work that's required. Read and respond to your routine placement information. Use digital technology for routine workplace tasks. Digital technology is a major component in most workplaces, or, does take, it is an essential component of today's workforce in most areas. Cluster 3 includes work with diverse people. This is a really beautiful unit, because here in most places of learning, play, in work, we work with an array of diverse people, and that requires skills and knowledge to competently and confidently work with diverse people. So this is a fantastic unit as well. And then the final cluster is communicate and work in community services. This comprises of communicate and work in health or community services, provide first point of contact, and interact effectively with others at work. So this will wrap up really beautifully all the other clusters that you've done before, and then finish off really lovely in that real communication work within the community space, which is an essential skill for any role in community services. The course delivery. So the course will require 1 day a week, face-to-face campus classes on campus. Here you'll see down in the Clarence campus, we will be meeting on Mondays from 9 till 2:30 for that workshop space. But it will also require additional self-paced study on a weekly basis. And also incorporated in that, there will be additional days on campus that is and as required as well, for demonstration days, for workshops, etc. There is online directed study, completing all learning, completing set activities online. You will be provided with information on how to use our online learning platform Canvas at induction. So we'll give you a really comprehensive rundown of how to use that if you're a first-time user of Canvas. And that is your space where all your learning will be offered to you, and where you'll do your assessments and submit them online. And we will work through that with you. The course's dates run from the 6th of July here in Clarence till the 11th of December at the end of the year. So this will take you from the middle of the year to the end of the year for this course. We also incorporate term holiday breaks and public holidays, and they will be listed on your timetable, which will be delivered to you upon induction. So you know when you'll be taking breaks and when the holidays are happening, etc. Here's an example of a course schedule. Like I mentioned before, you will be given this at the beginning of your course, so you'll be able to see clearly the days that you're required to be on campus, and the days where you'll have demonstration days that will require on-campus attendance, including suggested days of study as well. It also includes when the unit starts, when they finish, and when assessments are scheduled and due. So all that will be in your course schedule. Facilities. Here at TASTAFE, we have beautiful, well-resourced facilities in all our campuses. You'll see here the picture is actually of our Clarence campus library. The libraries are well-resourced. The library staff are always willing and incredibly helpful, and welcome your questions if you ever have them. In the library, you have the opportunity of using the desktop computers. There's the opportunity to loan laptops while you're on campus. There's printers, photocopiers, learning resources, and study and meeting spaces. We also have an array of student amenities, such as dining areas, kitchens, meeting spaces. We also have client services. And here at the Clarence campus, we also have our client services in partnership with our library. For our client services, you will get your student ID if you have any questions regarding enrolments or fee queries. We also have fantastic canteen and kiosk facilities here at the Clarence campus. It's just adjacent to the library, and the staff down there are always friendly and have a hot coffee in hand if you so need one. Parking here at the campus, we do have quite a large car park, and we also have an overflow car park as well, which I like to call the paddock, but there's opportunities to park actually on site. So in regards to the course entry requirements, you must have access to a computer and reliable internet. This includes a desktop and laptop. It's not advisable to do your coursework on your phones, as sometimes things can be missed or don't work as efficiently as a computer or laptop, desktop, etc. To successfully complete this course, you will be required to participate in class interactions and assessments. This is a very practical, engaged, interactive course, and it is a requirement. Observations assessments are completed during the scheduled class times. So this is where your teachers will be assessing your performance as you engage with your fellow learners. Community service qualifications focus on effective interactions with diverse people. So that's some of the parts of the community service qualification. What is expected of you? So to make sure that you get the best of the course, it's best to understand what is required while you're here studying with TASTAFE, and especially in the community service space. Attendance and participation for the face-to-face classes is imperative. It is a requirement because it is an actively engaging course, and it's part of the assessments in doing this certificate. Keeping up to date with study schedules. This is really important to see you succeed and move forward in a timely manner that gives you the best opportunity to effectively use your time and get your assessments in that will support you moving on to the next assessment, etc. Completing and submitting assessment tasks on time. Model professional workplace behaviours such as empathy, communication, participation, respect, kindness, etc. These are really important qualities that we want to see demonstrated while you're working with us at TASTAFE, getting your certificate. Being open to learning and applying new skills and information. We're here to support you in this space. We're going to support you in learning and applying these new skills, and we're going to do it in partnership. Able to use Microsoft Office, Teams, and Internet. This is really important. And as we go along in the presentation, TAFE has some complementary programs that can support you before you get your studies in these areas. Completing assessment tasks. Each unit and cluster has set assessment tasks. Each teacher that works with you will explain the assessment tasks and set due dates. This will be really clearly defined at the beginning of each cluster. Assessments include written responses to questions, written responses to scenarios, skill demonstration, and working with others on projects. Assessments must be completed to a satisfactory industry standard, and clear instruction guidance will be provided, as mentioned, and support is available, such as student support, submission attempts, etc. So we're here to see you succeed. We are flexible and we will help you along the way, and we will pop things in place if you need the support. If you have a credit transfer, so you might have previously completed a unit in another course. For example, you may have done a Certificate 2 in early childhood, and now you're considering a career pathway in community services. There may be units that may credit transfer over. You might have previously worked in the sector at some point and feel like there might be some recognition or prior learning here. At the beginning, this is a really at course conversations or at the induction sessions of your course. This is a really good opportunity to discuss this with your teachers. Also, when you enroll, it may also ask you if you've completed any other courses. This is another opportunity to state that, and we can see if there's anything that aligns with a credit transfer or recognition of prior learning. Tuition fees and other costs. The fees you pay at TAFE will depend on the course you choose and may vary depending on the level of government subsidy. Tuition fees of this course are available on the course page via our website and the fee calculator. Your tuition fees cover the basic materials you need for the course, but may not cover items such as your textbooks, workbooks, uniforms, online learning resource, or personal protected clothing. In saying all that, we do have fee-free, and we are pleased to announce that this course is a part of fee-free TAFE in 2026. This is a joint initiative of the Australian and Tasmanian governments providing tuition-free training places to people wanting to train, retrain, or upskill. It also is eligible to Tasmanians wanting to do exactly the same. Fee-free places are limited and not guaranteed, so this is really important. And applying early is recommended when applications open, and the number of fee-free places on offer at TAFE are determined by the Australian and Tasmanian governments. Fee-free covers your tuition only. Other fees may apply. To find out more about fee-free TAFE, check out the eligibility on our TAFE website. The application process. So if you're liking all these things that you're hearing and you're ready to apply, applications open on the 26th of May. So this time next week on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Visit our website and go and apply and enroll page to find out what you need to be ready to apply. Now, you can create a TAFE student account in advance, which will help you save time when you apply for the course. In saying that, you may already have a TAFE login. This is a good opportunity to check if your passwords are working. If they're not, it's always great to get in contact with our client services. We might pop in the 1300 number there, so that way you can give them a quick buzz and just check in on your login and if it's working okay as well. But you might be able to just jump on and log in anyway. See how you go. After you've submitted your application, keep an eye on your emails, as we will advise you of the outcome of your application, or if we need further information. So that's really important as well. If we need further information, it's really important to action that required information as soon as possible, thus to make sure that you secure your spot here with us at TAFE. Want to make a great start? Study Start is the place to be. So TAFE, like I said a little bit earlier, we have initiatives and programs to see students succeed, and Study Start is actually one of those programs. This is offered at the beginning of a new course or midterm or the beginning of term. And this is a great 4-day program that helps you get those skills required to study successfully. You learn study skills and how to use computer programs. So as mentioned before, one of the requirements that we like students to have, or what is expected, is having skills in Microsoft Office, Teams, etc. This is your ideal opportunity to get to build those skills around those applications and programs. Now, you have a couple of different options. There's flexible study with this 4-day program. You can either attend on campus here at all Burnie, Devonport, Launceston or Hobart, or you can do this online. You'll find details and how to apply online through the Study Start search tab on the TASTAFE website. I highly recommend and encourage students to start here, even if you're a well-seasoned studier, or especially for those that are entering study again. It's just a great way to launch into your new qualification. Foundation Skill Services. Again, we have these amazing programs to help students succeed in their chosen pathways and learning. With foundation skills, they assist in reading, writing, maths, computer skills, study skills, and workplace skills. And just general all, sometimes we all, as it says there, we all need and use these skills every day. And they're just to help anyone that might need just a little guidance in these spaces. When it comes to writing, it could be unpacking and reading and writing responses to your assessments. Computer skills, it could be something from using Microsoft Office to learning how to use Canvas. Study skills, especially in that sort of time management space, this is a great opportunity to sort of get some really good skills at the beginning of your course to see that time management is utilised across the board. Foundation skills can do it on campus, work in groups, or provide individual tutoring. Like it says, they're here to see you succeed in your training. You can either speak with myself or Sonia at the beginning of your course, or you can call the 1300 number there as well, just to get a little bit more of an understanding of what foundation skills are and if they can meet your needs if required. Student support. So here at TAFE, if you need assistance or support during your time, don't hesitate to speak to one of our support teams. We have student counsellors, disability liaisons officers, Aboriginal support officers, and based across all campuses and regions. The team offers a range of support services, including advice about financial assistance, counselling, disability support, and pathway planning. So this is at your disposal at any time while you're here with us at TAFE. Again, you can call a 1300 number or make an appointment or visit one of the student supports sections in our website. Finally, before we conclude this presentation, I just want to recap on some key details, such as applications for this course open next week, Tuesday, the 26th of May at 12 p.m. midday. If you have any further questions after this presentation, feel free to email Childhood Education and Community at tastafe.tas.edu.au, or you can call 1300 655 307. We're more than willing to help with any inquiries that you have as you contemplate your future learning and career. I might just check in with Sonia and Kylie if there's any questions or wonderings that we might need to have a quick little look at.
Thanks, Marcy. We had one question that came through in the question and answer chat box. That one's been answered about the duration of the courses. No other questions have come through.
Brilliant. Okay, not a problem. Thank you for that. So that concludes are Certificate 2 in Community Services, Information Presentation, and we hope to see you at TASTAFE soon. Thank you.